There's a reason you've always felt different. A reason why the world seems like a play you've watched too many times, where the characters repeat the same lines, and yet something inside you refuses to get lost in the illusion. Have you ever wondered if this is your final lifetime? Type, "I feel like an old soul" in the comments if you've ever had that eerie sense of déjà vu, as if you've been here before. But before we go any further, take a moment. Like this video now, because what you're about to hear may change the way you see yourself forever. The truth is, most people are caught in an endless cycle, reincarnating again and again, repeating the same lessons, trapped in the same illusions. But a few, a very rare few, are on the edge of something extraordinary. They are souls in their final cycle, standing at the threshold of true liberation. How do you know if you are one of them? The universe leaves signs, subtle whispers woven into your experiences, your thoughts, your very being. Signs that, once recognized, cannot be ignored. In this journey, we will unveil the 7 traits that reveal whether you are in your last reincarnation, your final test before true transcendence. Stay with me till the very end, because if these signs resonate with you, your soul's journey is nearing its greatest revelation. The concept of reincarnation is as old as human civilization itself. From the ancient Vedic scriptures of India to the mystical teachings of the Gnostics, the idea that the soul is reborn again and again has echoed through time. But hidden within these ancient traditions is a lesser-known truth, one that speaks of the final cycle, the last incarnation before ultimate liberation. In Hinduism, this is known as moksha, the release from the karmic cycle of birth and rebirth. In Buddhism, it is nirvana, the extinguishing of worldly desires and attachments. The ancient Egyptians believed in the concept of spiritual ascension, where the soul, after countless trials, would merge with the divine. Even the early Christian mystics spoke of a time when the soul would no longer need to return, having fulfilled its purpose. But why has this knowledge been forgotten? Why does modern society insist on the idea that we only live once? The answer is simple, because the illusion of endless material pursuits keeps humanity bound. To believe that this is your only life is to believe that you must chase wealth, status, and fleeting pleasures, never questioning the deeper meaning of existence. The ancient wisdom keepers understood that very few souls reach the final cycle. Most remain entangled in karma, constantly reincarnating to correct past mistakes, to learn, to evolve. But some, those who have undergone profound transformations, who have awakened beyond the illusions, find themselves at the end of the journey. These souls exhibit distinct traits, signs that their reincarnation cycle is coming to an end. And now, we will reveal those signs, one by one, so you may recognize if you are among them. The journey to the final life cycle is not random. It is not granted by chance, nor is it a reward for mere belief. It is earned through countless lifetimes of transformation, through lessons learned, through illusions shattered. And if you carry these 7 traits, you are closer than most to breaking free. The first sign: an unshakable feeling of being different. From a young age, you felt like an outsider, as if you were watching the world rather than truly belonging to it. Conversations about trivial matters bore you. You crave depth, seeking meaning where others see only routine. It's as if your soul recognizes the superficial nature of this world, and no matter how hard you try, you cannot force yourself to fully integrate into its illusions. This is not loneliness. It is awareness. You are not lost. You are simply seeing through the veil. The second sign: a deep sense of knowing without learning. There are things you understand without ever being taught. Profound realizations arrive uninvited, as if the knowledge has always been there, waiting for you to remember. Perhaps you have never studied philosophy, yet you grasp its principles effortlessly. Perhaps you instinctively understand people's emotions without them saying a word. This is the wisdom of past lives echoing through you. Your soul has walked this path before, and now, in this final cycle, it is reclaiming what was never lost. The third sign: a detachment from material desires. Most people are consumed by the chase: status, wealth, recognition. But you see through it. You may still engage with the world, but deep down, you know that none of it holds real value. The idea of accumulating more, of proving yourself through external means, feels empty. This is not a lack of ambition, it is clarity. You understand that true fulfillment doesn't come from possession, but from wisdom, from experience, from transcendence. The fourth sign: a natural tendency toward solitude and reflection. Unlike many who fear being alone, you find peace in silence. You are drawn to moments of solitude, not out of sadness, but out of necessity. The noise of the world is overwhelming, filled with distractions that pull others into illusion. But you retreat not to escape life, but to understand it. This is the mark of a soul nearing completion. Reflection becomes second nature, and in solitude, you hear the whispers of the universe. These are the first 4 signs. If they resonate with you, your journey is already unfolding in a way most will never experience. But there are 3 more traits, perhaps the most profound of all, that determine if this is truly your last incarnation. We will reveal them next. If the first 4 signs resonated with you, then your journey is already unlike most. But there are 3 final traits, 3 profound indicators that truly define a soul in its last reincarnation. The 5th sign: a life marked by intense challenges and transformations. Your life has not been easy. In fact, it may have felt like an unending series of trials, testing you at every turn. Loss, heartbreak, betrayal. These are not just moments in your past. They have shaped your very existence. But unlike others who become bitter or broken by suffering, you have transformed. Each hardship has forged you into something stronger, wiser, more awakened. Why? Because in this final cycle, the universe no longer offers gentle lessons. You no longer have time for slow growth. The trials come rapidly, intensely, forcing you to burn away all illusions, all attachments, all ego. This is how a soul prepares for liberation. The 6th sign: a profound connection to the universe and its subtle signs. Have you ever noticed strange synchronicities? Numbers repeating in patterns: 1111, 333, 777. Unexplainable coincidences that feel more like messages than chance? Perhaps you've even felt a presence guiding you, whispering insights, nudging you toward certain choices. This is not your imagination. In your final incarnation, the veil between you and the unseen becomes thinner. The universe speaks to you more directly because your soul is now ready to listen. You no longer need blind faith. You experience truth firsthand. The 7th and final sign: an unshakable sense that you are here for a purpose. Even if you don't fully understand it yet, there is a part of you that knows, deeply, undeniably, that you were meant for something greater. It's not about fame, fortune, or recognition. It's something far beyond the material world. You feel it when you speak words that awaken others. You sense it when you help someone in ways you can't even explain. You recognize it in the moments of stillness when something deep within you whispers, "This is why I'm here." This final trait is the clearest sign of all. When a soul reaches its last cycle, it carries an urgency, a silent knowing that it must complete its mission. And what is that mission? To rise beyond illusion, to awaken fully, to free itself from the wheel of rebirth once and for all. If these 7 signs resonate with you, you are not just another wandering soul. You are at the threshold of something extraordinary. But knowing is only the first step. What comes next is action, applying this wisdom to complete your journey. And that is what we will explore next. Understanding that you are in your final life cycle is not enough. Awareness is only the first step. What matters now is how you walk the path ahead. If you truly carry these 7 signs, your mission is clear: to complete your journey and break free from the cycle of reincarnation. But how do you do this? First, embrace detachment without neglecting your human experience. You already feel the emptiness of material pursuits, but this does not mean rejecting life itself. The key is to engage with the world without being enslaved by it. Earn wealth if you must, but do not let it define you. Build relationships, but do not cling to them out of fear. Experience life fully, yet remain untouched by its illusions. This is the balance a final cycle soul must master. Second, practice deep self-inquiry. Most people drift through life without questioning who they truly are. But you must go deeper. Ask yourself daily, who am I beyond my thoughts, beyond my emotions, beyond my identity? Do not accept easy answers. Sit in silence, meditate, and strip away the layers of illusion until only truth remains. Third, resolve your remaining karmic ties. In your last life cycle, the universe will bring back unresolved karma. People, situations, and emotions from past incarnations that need closure. You may find yourself facing old wounds, recurring challenges, or inexplicable connections with certain individuals. Do not resist these experiences. Instead, heal them. Forgive, release, and let go. Unfinished karma is the only thing that can pull you back into another lifetime. Fourth, cultivate unconditional love and non-judgment. A soul in its final cycle no longer sees enemies or division. It understands that all beings, no matter how lost, are fragments of the same source. Judgment dissolves, replaced by compassion. This does not mean allowing toxicity into your life, but rather seeing others with clarity, forgiving their ignorance, and walking your path without resentment. Fifth, align your actions with your higher purpose. You feel that you are here for something greater, so follow that calling. Whether it is teaching, healing, creating, or simply embodying higher consciousness, do not waste time in distractions. Your energy is sacred. Spend it wisely, doing what aligns with your soul's evolution. Finally, surrender to the unfolding of your path. A final cycle soul does not need to force its destiny. You will be guided through signs, synchronicities, and an inner knowing that will lead you exactly where you need to be. Trust it. Do not chase. Do not resist. Flow with the universe, and it will take you to the gates of liberation. You are standing at the edge of the great mystery, closer than ever to transcending the cycle of rebirth. The choice is now yours. Will you complete this journey, or will you fall back into illusion? What you do next will determine everything. If these words have resonated with something deep inside you, it is not by chance. You have been walking this path for lifetimes, and now you stand at the threshold of something extraordinary. You are not here to repeat the past. You are here to transcend it. The 7 signs are not just indicators. They are a calling. A reminder that your soul has reached the final stage of its journey. You have seen through the illusions, felt the weight of past lifetimes, and awakened to the truth hidden from most. But knowing is not enough. Now you must step forward with clarity and purpose. Let go of what no longer serves you. Detach from the distractions of this world, but do not turn away from your mission. Embody wisdom, seek truth, and walk with the understanding that every action, every thought, every moment is shaping your final destiny. And as you move forward, remember, you are not alone. There are others like you scattered across this world, souls on the verge of liberation. Though the path may seem solitary, the universe has brought you here to this very moment to remind you of what you have always known deep within. If you feel this truth stirring within you, type, "I am ready" in the comments. Declare it to the universe, set your intention, and step into your highest calling. And before you leave, like this video, because if this message reached you, then there are others searching for it too. Help them find the light, just as you have. The journey is nearing its end. What happens next is in your hands.